Legitimate topic, go.
Zach want to talk about dogs versus cats, right, Zach?
Dogs versus cats.
Well, if you put a dog and a cat in a big box...
Wait, what do you mean dogs?
Let's hear it.
You want to talk about dogs versus cats?
Dogs and cats or dogs versus cats?
What? It's like saying a Rottweiler versus a little cat. No, you know, like, which is better? I've always thought cats are pretty fucking worthless myself. They're cute, but they're worthless as hell.
They are. That's true.
Stamper, you said something that always stuck with me. You said cats are like houseplants. And I never forgot that because it's exactly what they're like. They're like houseplants that are alive. They just walk around.
It's true. Like,
houseplants are alive, but they just walk around.
The difference between dogs and cats.
Said that?
Yeah.
I drink a lot.
I know.
when you have
cats
a cat,
are like houseplants. It doesn't even make sense.
It does. When you sit there, that you look at it like, oh, there's my fucking cat, and you walk away. You can't like pick up a cat and like.
I'm probably going to offend a lot of people here, but like cats, they seem to like they want what will suit themselves. Like they want food, so they'll come over to you and give you affection just so you'll give them food or pet them or whatever. It's not. They don't show you like love like dogs do.
They're little manipulators.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this human is here to serve me.
Well, that's the thing. They're not smart enough to be little manipulators. They got little walnut brains.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me the
tiny.
most about cats is when they come up to people and they say, my cat is really in tune with how I am right now, and she always comes up to me when I have a headache, and I feel that we have a really good connection. Your cat is fucking retarded.
It just sits there with its blank, dead eyes.
Yeah, we have
this are absolutely worthless animals.
We have this cat called Sushi, and if you look in her eyes at any given time, there's nothing. You can see there's nothing going on in her brain.
These
like
big
nothing going on in her brain.
Eyes with nothing
it's like they're both kind of looking to the side a little bit, and they're just like, what? They have no clue. They just want to shit and eat and fuck. That's it.
I don't mind seeing another person's pet or petting another person's pet, but yeah, I don't know. I can't see myself. Besides being allergic, I can't see myself owning one. Because
Jeff is fucked up. He's allergic to animals.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody out there wants to murder me, lock me in the room with a cat for 24 hours. I'll be dead the next morning.
Wait, you're
dogs, however.
Are you allergic to dogs?
I think so. Yeah, just animal dander in general.
Oh man, that sucks.
Makes my fucking eyeballs swell up and.
Do they like pop out of your head?
It's a weird thing. I have contacts, so like something happens where like my eye almost swells when my contact starts like shifting off my eye because my eyeball changes shape or something. I can't explain it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even like with Sushi, like if she's around, it just happens, or like is it?
No, I mean it takes a while. I have to like.
Yeah, he'll come over for dinner or something, and then he'll leave early. Yeah. Just because she's around.
If I touch the cat and touch my eye, it's immediate. But if I breathe in the dander for a few hours. If I go over to somebody's house with a cat, then it starts.
What is that? Is it like bacteria that lives on cats, like fur or whatever, or is it like?
No, I think it's like the skin cells or something. The dander.
That's really weird. Yeah.
I don't know.
And a lot of people are allergic to that.
It's a fiber they put out. There's a lot of cats that you could own. There's a couple of breeds of cats that you could own. If you're allergic to cats, you could own a Bengal cat.
Yeah, the hairless ones, right?
You could own a Russian blue. Because their skin doesn't produce the
Those cats are good, but they're little fucking
allergic reactions.
They're assholes. They bite you and stuff.
Bengal cats are a pain in the ass, and they're expensive as fuck too. But if you really want a cat, then go for it.
I kind of wish I could just. The only thing I'd want as a pet is a little robot that's smarter than me. I want to be around something smarter than me. I don't want to be around something that just eats and sleeps all day. And
it's a burden.
It is kind of like a retarded kid. Almost.
I would have thought because Jeff, you're like kind of cynical, in general. Like so I wouldn't have thought it was an allergic thing. I thought it was just a.
It's both.
Yeah,
it could have been one or the other, but luckily I'm both. I'm cynical and allergic.
So in that regard, you don't really care about having pets or not.
No,
yeah,
I don't. Really,
that's good.
I don't really feel lonely not having an animal sleeping on the floor in front of me.
And enough with the cynical shit, all right? He's just cynical.
He's cynical. Oh, he's bitter.
No, I get it. No, I get it.
I don't want to say I'm not an animal hater. It's like if I see somebody's dog like happily run up to me, I'll pet him and be like, "Ah, hey boy," and whatever.
No, I'm not saying you're like an asshole. All I was saying was like,
I just don't have any need for.
You don't seem like a guy who really like cares about a lot of things, like in general.
Yeah, keep going.
That's what I said. Enough with the cynical shit.
I'm not taking.
You seem like you don't care about other human beings.
No, he does.
I'm curious how others perceive me.
No, like what I perceive you as is like
you open this can of worms, go all out now.
But it's not a bad can of worms.
Yeah,
like Jeff's like really cool. Why would it ever be a bad can of worms? Well,
Keep going.
Jeff,
I'm a piece of shit.
Okay,
Continue.
no, you're not. I just think like you have the shtick that you're a little bit like cynical, but like I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
The word cynical is synonymous with like angry guy.
I'm a realist. I'm just a realist now.
Yeah, realist. And like the world
Jeff, they say if you scratch a disappointed idealist, you'll find a cynic. That's what they say, Jeff.
Do they say that?
That's a real. You're just a disappointed idealist, Jeff.
You have to like it's a lottery card.
You spend way too much time on Twitter, Zach.
That's not a Twitter.
No, but my point
George
is,
Carlin said that, so fuck you.
I guarantee that I can find that on Twitter, care of George Carlin. So fuck me.
George Carlin was the same, like in the way that Jeff is, the same way George Carlin was. They say things how they actually are.
Look, guy, I'm just keeping it real. That's what I'm doing.
That's all.
I'm not.
All of a sudden it's cynical.
I'm not fucking two-faced.
I was trying to find a word for it.
What I don't get about these dog guys or cat guys, they buy an animal knowing it's gonna die like way before they will.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. It's like you get temporary happiness and attachment just to be super fucking bummed out and sad later.
That's what sucks about having rats, because they're really smart and you grow attached to them and
they die in a year.
Right around the time that you're
supposed to really like them,
they die.
Yeah, they fucking shrivel up and die, turn black.
People like cats because what's the lifespan of a cat? 15 years.
Yeah, maybe 20 if you're lucky.
The dying part too. It's like my parents had a great cat. Like he was like a barn cat that lived at this place like behind my parents' house, and he came up and we started feeding him and sort of adopted him, and he lived outside. He just lived outside the whole time. We put a little bed in the garage. We even ran a heating duct into his bed so he'd be heated. So it'd be heated during the winter. Like we fucking treated this cat like a king. We'd let him run around the yard. He pretty much had free roam. Like he would run around the yard. He'd play in the dirt. He'd come up. He'd bang on the window. We had these like low windows. He'd bang on the window to come in the house.
Just a happy little cat.
Was he running into the window like smashing his head?
No. He'd get up. He learned to train us, or he would just start banging on the window with his paws, telling us that's how he told us he wanted to come inside.
He died?
Well, we had him for like 15 years, but this is the problem. He started going deaf. Then he started going blind. Then he really couldn't walk anymore. And it's just like this decline over like 4 months where you just every day you're just like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I had
my friend's dog with like blind and deaf, and we'd like scream behind its ear and we'd just sit there mopey and keep walking around, and it was so depressing.
That would happen.
Yeah,
and my dog's that's happening to it right now. It's a Cavalier King Charles, and it's 10 years old, and it's like declining like really fast. It's kind of sad.
Gonna happen to you, Niall. We're gonna be like, Niall came.
You're gonna be 26 and be going blind and deaf and wandering around, and your bones are gonna stop working.
My dad calls me. He's like, "Listen, we're taking Oreo to the, I'm putting him down. I don't know if you want to see him one last time."
Let me guess, he was black and white.
He was.
That's a good
and
guess.
I said, "No, I don't want to see him one last time," and I hung up.
I saw him enough. I saw him plenty last time.
Yeah,
I like
seeing him when he was walking.
Do you regret that?
No. I like the cat. I like the animal, but I didn't want to see him like lying there in pain. It wasn't like a heartless decision. I just didn't want to. I'm just like,
I don't get why you can't put people down legally.
Yeah.
Who would you put down, Zach?
No, people who are dying of cancer and are in pain every single day.
One out of 4 of us.
Out of everybody we know, Zach, who would you put down? Go.
Corey. You can just walk up to Corey and poke him with a needle. He'd be like, "What are you doing?" He'd be like, "I'll kill you." He'd be like,
Corey is very helpful to me.
Put down?